Hey, gang. I've had a few questions about D on 16-2, so I thought I'd just do a quick practice go at a couple of these so you can see my thought process. Remember, whenever you're given a note and asked to come up with ways to harmonize it, you always think of the different chord tones. We talked about this on Wednesday as well. So, like on number 2 is treble clef. It says we're in F major. They give us a C and an F and an F. So we're in F major. The question is, which secondary functions could harmonize this first F, and then when it resolves to the next chord, the secondary function resolves to its target chord, that chord is harmonized with this F. And so a second note needs to be a member of the tonicized triad. Well, I'm already wondering how that's going to work. Well, let's find out. I'm thinking about how can you have a secondary function followed by a common tone that's not sol. Anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, so if this is... Oh, I see. That's easy. Okay, if this is... the root of a dominant seventh chord, then you have F, A, C, E flat. Let's jot that down. That would be an F7. If this is the third of a dominant seventh chord, F is the third, then the root would be D flat, A flat, C flat, and that D flat dominant, I'm going to move this up. So here's F7, or actually I'll put it down here. F7 is the root, D flat 7 as the third. If it's the fifth, it's a B flat 7. And if it's the seventh, it's a G7. Alrighty. Now let's see what these would target. F7 would go to, F would be 5 of B flat. D flat would be 5 of G flat. B flat would be 5 of E flat. And G7 would be 5 of C. Okay, so two things. First, let's see what's practical in the key of F, and then second, let's see if any of those chords have an F in it, because the chord we're going to has to have an F in it. Well, right out of the gate, I see F7 and B flat. Yep, B flat's in the key of F major. It's a 4 chord. And B flat has an F in it. So I'm feeling pretty good about a 5-7-4. There is no G flat chord in the key of F major, so that's out. There's no E flat chord in the key of F major, so that's out. There is a C chord, so 5-7-5 is cool for the first note, but the C chord doesn't have an F in it, so that's out. Now, there is the dilemma of voice leading. Root position 5-7 does not, if we had root position F chord, it would have an F in the bass. And then the upper voices would be A, so this got F, A, C, and E flat. An upper voice would be either A, C, or E flat. You wouldn't have an F in the upper voice. This F right here. So this chord's going to need to be an inverted chord. The first chord's going to have to be an inverted chord if we want a single voice to have that sol carry across. That's what was throwing me off before, but now I see it. So we could do, how about a 5, 6, 5? If I erase this, I'm thinking 5, 6, 5. It's a nice easy resolution. I'm going to erase that too. I'm going to put A in the bass for 5, 6, 5 of 4. And then it'll come up to the B flat. I guess I could just use the key signature, huh? To a B flat. And oh, granted, I have a grand staff here. You do not. So then let's voice it out in the treble clef. We'll have an F, E flat, C, and an A. And that'll be 5, 6, 5 of 4. And as we know, 6 5s always go to root position because the leading tone, in this case A, becomes the new leading tone in our secondary function. So that will move to B flat. The re, C, will come down to B flat. So we'll actually have 2 B flats and then a D and an F. Did they ask you to even voice out the chord or just provide Roman numerals? Oh, so just providing Roman numerals. But I do want you to think about how that those 2 notes they give you really do function as a voice. Let's grab another one. Let's do one in a minor key. Yeah, number 3. We've got B minor and we've got a C sharp going to a D. So key signature, C sharp going to D. The key is B minor. So again, we look at all the possible dominant 7th chords that have a C sharp in them. And that means we've got to start with a C sharp 7. That would be the root. And then if C sharp were a major 3rd, then A would be the root. So A7 has a C sharp in it. If C sharp were the 5th, that would be an F sharp 7. And then if C sharp is the 7th of a dominant 7, that means it's a D sharp dominant 7th. Let's look at what these tonicize. C sharp tonicizes F sharp. I'm going to throw down what they are, 5 of 5. A7 tonicizes D, that would be a 3 chord. F sharp 7 tonicizes B, that's 1. So that's not a secondary function. And then D sharp tonicizes G sharp, which isn't even in the key. So we know it's not that one. So I see 2 diatonic options here, A7, 5, 7 of 3, and C sharp 7, 5, 7 of 5. But which one of those have the note in it? Well, looky there. 5 of 5 isn't going to work. F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, E. But the A7 going to a D, that's going to work. Going to a 3 chord. In this case, the C sharp as part of the A7 chord, A7 has A, C sharp, E, and G. Clean it up a little bit. So this could be in root position. It could be in any inversion except for 6-5 if we consider this C sharp to D an upper voice. But all they're really asking for is just a Roman numeral. So let's just say 5-7 of 3. Alrighty. I hope that helps. Bye.